Good morning, Class 4-3. Mr. Waterman here with today's Language Arts lesson in Period 3 on Friday, January 22nd, 2015. I hope everyone is doing safe and well. Before we start our new unit today on adjectives that compare on pages 141 and 142, we first need to check the answers for the test on articles that we took yesterday on pages 139 and 140. For the directions, we needed to circle the letter before the sentence that uses articles correctly in part A. Number 1. C. I would not share my dinner with a frog. Is the correct answer. Number 2. A wise woman said manners were important. C is the correct answer. Number 3. I liked the character of Pepe, the servant. A. Number 4. B. I enjoyed the story. For part B, we had to circle the letter and write the article on the lines. Number 5. Which of the characters did you like best? C. Number 6. There wasn't a happy ending for Felipe. A. Number 7. Did Ranita the frog really sleep in Felipe's bed? C. Number 8. Felipe didn't think he had to be nice to Ranita since she was only an animal. B. So I've circled, and now I'll write. Number 5, the. Number 6, a. Number 7, the. And number 8, an. These are the correct answers for page 139. When you're finished checking, please turn to page 140. For the second part of the test, you had to read the sentences about what the characters might be saying in the picture below. Rewrite the sentences on the lines below, adding articles where they are needed. Number 1, Felipe. That was not just an arrow, it was the golden arrow. Okay? So I've added my articles. Now I will rewrite the sentence. That was not just an arrow, it was the golden arrow. There we go. Number 2. If I rescue the arrow, you must make me a promise. Okay. You must make me a promise. Okay. Number 3. Vieja sabia. Ranita, I will take you to the hunting lodge of the Viceroy. Okay. Ranita, I will take you to the hunting lodge of the Viceroy. Okay. And for number 4, be sure to set a place for me at the dinner table. Let's rewrite. Be sure to set a place for me at the dinner table. Here we go. Now, let's add up and see how many points this test is worth. For page 140, rewriting the sentence with the correct articles put in. For number 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 3 points. Number 3, we have 1, 2, 2 points. Number 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 3 points. And for number 1, we have 1, 2, 3, because you get a point for writing the sentence correctly. Okay? On page 140, you have a total of 11 points possible. Going back to page 139, part A, 4 points. And for part B, you're going to get 2 points for each one, because you got a point for circling and a point for writing. This is out of 8 points. Total number of points for this test is out of 23 points. I hope you all did well. Now, let's move on to today's topic. Adjectives that compare. Please listen and read along as I go through the points. Point 1. Add ER to most adjectives to compare to people, places, or things. Point number 2. Add EST to most adjectives to compare more than to. Let's look at some examples. Read each sentence. Underline the adjective in parentheses that correctly completes the sentences. I will read each sentence. Please read along. Number 1. Have you ever imagined exploring the deeper waters of the ocean? Have you ever imagined exploring the deepest waters of the ocean? Number 2. The sun looks brighter on the water than it does on land. The sun looks brightest on the water than it does on land. Number 3. The Pacific Ocean looks clearer than the Atlantic Ocean. The Pacific Ocean looks clearest than the Atlantic Ocean. Number 4. The blue whale is the larger mammal of all. The blue whale is the largest mammal of all. Number 5. The deep water is colder than the shallow water by the shore. The deep water is coldest than the shallow water by the shore. Number 6. The mussel shell is the prettier shell I found today. This mussel shell is the prettiest shell I found today. Number 7. I think scuba divers are the braver of all explorers. I think scuba divers are the bravest of all explorers. Number 8. It is so much quieter underwater than it is on the surface. It is so much quieter underwater than it is on the surface. 9. The colors of this fish are the stranger I have ever seen. The colors of this fish are the strangest I have ever seen. Number 10. Andrea is a faster swimmer than Eric. Andrea is a fastest swimmer than Eric. Number 11. Which of the waves do you think is higher? Which of the waves do you think is highest? Number 12. My towel is sandier than yours. My towel is sandiest than yours. Number 13. This fish is smaller than the other one. This fish is smallest than the other one. Number 14. My shell collection is better than Ralph's. My shell collection is best than Ralph's. Number 15. This rock is the heavier of them. This rock is the heaviest of them. Number 16. Andrea can stay afloat longer than Cyril can. Andrea can stay afloat longest than Cyril can. Let's do a few together. Number 1. Have you ever imagined exploring the deepest waters of the ocean? Deepest. We are comparing more than 2. There are many oceans. Number 2. The sun looks brighter on the water than it does on the land. It's brighter. We are comparing how it looks on water and how it looks on land. 2 things. 2 places. Number 3. The Pacific Ocean looks clearer than the Atlantic Ocean because we are comparing the 2 oceans. And number 4. The blue whale is the largest mammal of all. We are comparing more than 2 mammals. Okay? Please do numbers 5 through 16 on your own. All right. Now, what you can do for extra practice, you can write each adjective that you have circled or underlined in parentheses in a sentence. Okay? You can do that on this page here. Write 4 sentences to start. And if you want to write more, of course, write more. When you have finished, please go to page 142. Please listen and read along as I read each point for adjectives that compare. Point 1. Add ER to most adjectives to compare two people, places, or things. Point number 2. Add EST to most adjectives to compare more than two. Point number 3. For adjectives ending in E, drop the E before adding ER or EST. Okay? I'll show you an example of that later. Point number 4. For adjectives ending in a consonant and Y, change the Y to I before adding ER or EST. Point number 5. For adjectives that have a single vowel before a final consonant, double the final consonant before adding ER or EST. Please listen to the directions, and I'll read each sentence. Rewrite the sentences below, correcting the form or spelling of the underlined adjective. Number 1. After the sun went down, the air felt chilliest than before. 2. I think fish feel freer in the ocean than they do in tanks. Number 3. Dad caught the biggest fish of all. Number 4. I wonder which ocean is the saltiest. Number 5. The dolphin is one of the smartest animals. Number 6. The water is calmer than it was yesterday. Number 7. My clothes are wettest than they were this morning. And number 8. That shark has the palest skin I've ever seen. I'm going to do a few of these together with you. Let's do number 1. After the sun went down, the air felt chillier than before. So this should be ER, not EST. We're comparing 2 times. After the sun went down, the air felt chillier. Than before. I'll write it here. I'm out of space. Okay. Now I'm going to skip around. Let's look at number 4. I wonder which ocean is the saltiest. So here you have to take that Y out and you have to make it an I. So I wonder which ocean is the saltiest. Okay. And let's do number 7. My clothes are wetter than they were this morning. That needs to be ER because we're comparing times of day. 2 times of day. So my clothes are wetter than they were this morning. Okay. All right. Please do numbers 2, 3, 5, 6, and 8 on your own. And we will check answers in Monday's class. That's all for today, students. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Practice, practice, practice. And I will see you very soon in period 2. I'm sorry, period 4. It's Friday. Bye-bye for now.